All right, welcome in, Sagittarius. This is your May monthly reading. Let's take a look at what's going on for you. We have a full moon on the 30th, 31st, in your sign, Sagittarius. You close the portal of the month that is May 2026. We started with Scorpio's full moon on the 1st. Just saw the phoenix rising there coming through, showing itself to me. So let's take a look at what wants to come through for Saggies, my Sagittarians, or Sagittariuses, how do you say it? Hi, I hope you're doing well. So for Sag, what is the month of May? And of course, if you find this 2 years down the road and it resonates, then it is your reading. We've got grounding, go deep, explore your roots. I'm hearing I got one more in here. I've been just shuffling and seeing what comes out for people. And this one, reaching your destination. Libra just had that too. So I feel like you're about to step into a situation that's gonna allow you to be seen a little bit. You've been a little bit in hiding, I want to say, Sag. It's important that you stay rooted, stay grounded within yourself. It seems to be a very common theme this month for many people. We do have Pluto retrograde right now. I'm recording this on the 8th of May. Pluto is retrograde until October 12th or 15th, somewhere around there. But it just feels like I'm mentioning Pluto because it says go deep and explore your roots. Pluto asks us to go deep. So maybe during this time of Pluto retrograde, you may be doing some deep diving into your own subconscious, but also into your lineage. You know, it might be that your roots, your ancestral roots. We've got Seven of Cups coming out. I'm hearing decisions with the Seven of Cups. We've got the Sun, so some clarity after a time of confusion. Yeah, what do I do? Success, victory. Yeah, you're gonna... Oh, that's interesting. Okay, hearing a phrase that I said in the Divine Masculine reading, I felt like that in that Divine Masculine reading that was done in the last week, I felt like the Divine Masculine had recently been handed his ass on a silver platter is kind of what came through. And I'm getting a bit of that as well. Like there's been a light that was shined or shown on on your, let's bring it back to you, Sag, on yourself. And it may have shown you where you were sitting upon a high horse. Very interesting. But I feel like you've been knocked off. So now you can sit upon that horse and not be above others, but celebrate what you've gone through, celebrate what's shaped you, and where you're going. It's really bizarre. Wow, there's a Divine Masculine energy, Emperor. Am I talking to a Divine Masculine, male or female Sagittarius here? Oof, my goodness. Stop it. There's death, transformation, Two of Swords. You may not want to pay attention to it though, Sag. There's something here about something you've been avoiding, not wanting to look at. Is it your feelings about something or someone? Have you been confused about your feelings for someone? I'm getting really hot all of a sudden. That's my body's indication of I'm really like ding, ding, ding. I'm hitting on something really strong here. Let's get the last two cards out, Spirit, for Sag. Yeah, you've been pushing back. You have been pushing back. Oh, okay. Boy, these cards are just jumping. But I feel like things are about to settle. Is there a settlement coming? I heard the word settlement. And it's good for the greater good. It's good for all involved. It's none of this, I get more than you, I'm above you, you're below me. It's equal, it's fair amongst everybody. I feel like I want to say it's not just for you or whoever else is involved in this. It's like the greater good. It's fair for the greater good. It's balance, and it's got a bigger impact than what you originally thought, Sag. Whatever this is, I don't know where I'm going with this. Where are you taking me here, Spirit? Let's talk about the confusion. Let's talk about the Seven of Cups here. Something that's been really like, yeah, you just couldn't wrap your brain around something. I don't know what it is, but the light has been shown. I never know what word is right there. Good thing we don't have like Google, like correction, autocorrect as I speak. Geez, yeah. I feel like you were telling yourself, that's where the confusion came from your own mind. But it's being cleared out here. And like I said, I feel like this may be in alignment with the Divine Masculine reading I did. I feel like someone's been handed their ass on a silver platter. Or at least somebody's eating humble pie right now. They've been shown where something they've been believing was a lie all along. It's because they've tried to convince themselves it was the truth. Now my nose is itching. I got something channeling through here. Part of the facial expression, but I don't know who I'm channeling, but whatever Sag out there, it could not have been an easy time to be eating crow, right? So, and there's another one that came through in the Divine Masculine. If this resonates for you, go back and watch that. It was just done a few days ago. It's going to be the last Divine Masculine reading on my channel prior to this. So, yeah, I feel like, so the death here, I feel, is like that version of yourself. The version of yourself that thought you were all high and mighty, male or female, again, emperor, but that, or maybe this is about someone else. Maybe this is about a cross watcher. Could be. Somebody thought their shit didn't stink, and they found out that it does, because everybody's does, right? I feel like this is the death of a version, that version of you. And there's a new version that's needing to shine out to the world. I'm not quite sure you're ready for that yet. This is making me say I'm not quite sure Sag is ready for that. There's a little bit of pushback here. I don't want to hear your opinion. I don't want to hear your thoughts. I don't want to hear what other people are gonna say. So you may have you may feel like you need to put up some walls around yourself, protect your heart space a little bit, because I feel like you're a little bit raw here, Sag. It does. It feels like your ego is taking a hit. You're you're very vulnerable. Talk to me about the death card, Spirit. Definitely a beautiful transformation. It just feels like you're being tumbled around right now, and I understand that. Been there, done that. Been there again, here again. So I get it. It feels really rough. Yeah, Three of Swords and the King of Swords feels really harsh and I can understand it. It could make you question a lot of things in your life. But I feel like you're recognizing there's a need for some healing here. There's definitely an ending. Tell me a little more about the ending. And so we got the death, but I looked at the 8 and the 2 of Swords, so there's 10 of Swords here. Definitely an ending. What is the ending for Sag? We've got the Queen of Cups. We've got the King of Cups. She fell right next to the King of Cups. But she's looking, they're looking in opposite directions. She fell just like that. And they're looking in opposite directions. So is this a connection that's ending? A karmic contract is ending. Okay. All right. We get that. All right. I like that. But something is fair here. Something balances out. Talk to me about that, Spirit. Cards are just like crazy. Got the, I was gonna say, we've got the intuition here. We do. We've got the High Priestess. And we've got the Chariot. This is major. I feel like what happens in this process, I'm just going to say how it's coming through. You find Jesus. You find God. You find this trust, this innate knowingness of the divine power at hand here. Divine power at work. There's a divine orchestration going on here. Boy, this is coming through in a lot of different readings too. This for May, I mean, with that Pluto retrograde is very significant, and we're going to get down the road after Pluto stations direct, and we're going to be like, wow, what a ride that was, you know, collectively and individually. Right now, we may not think we're going to make it through it. We just push through. We head down and we just push through, but I think we're gonna be very surprised after that. There's another card in here. There, thank you. Well, it flipped in reverse and landed on my wrist. So, 7 of Swords in reverse. So there is a lot of illusion being illuminated to you right now, Sag. And I feel like the biggest illusion is who you were and who you thought you were. Shit, man. I gotta write a lot down. It's like this ego recognition occurring. It's quite profound, actually. So things get balanced out, but why do we feel that we need to put up the little bit of this wall? You've got a karmic contract. I feel like there's a lot going on on top of this ego recognition, I don't want to say ego death, it's just you're realizing how much in ego that you've been. No offense, we're all human, we've all got the brain, which is the house of the ego, so everybody can relate to having an ego, but not everybody can relate to really seeing their ego and recognizing how it has run their lives, right? You're recognizing that. On top of that, you have karmic contracts. Could be marriage, could be siblingship. There's karmic contracts that are ending, maybe more than one. That and we talked about, the your lineage, your roots. I feel like I want to say you're seeing the patterns of your parents, your grandparents, your great grandparents, maybe even having dreams about how ancestors have been in this very similar situations as you, and you're seeing how you've carried all of that, all those patterns into your own life, and it's like, it's like it's a lot to take on. It is it's very much a very I can't even get my words out, a very heavy burden. um, it's a heavy burden to recognize what heavy burdens we've been carrying and repeating, but to put it down and to take the next step without it, that's even daunting, that's even heavy, even though it should feel liberating, and it does in a way. There's an aspect of it that, like, I don't know who I am if I don't carry that anymore, if I'm not repeating those relationship patterns, those money patterns, those thought patterns. If I'm not carrying that, who am I? So again, an ego recognition, discovering the new version of yourself, right? You might need to protect yourself behind closed doors for a while, just for the things, to let things settle. Let's take some time. I feel like when you do, there's some opportunities that spirit returns back to you. Don't beat yourself up for not knowing what you didn't know before now. Okay? It was just, that's how things needed to transpire. There's nothing to feel sorry about. If you need to make amends to people, then fine, do that. But first and foremost, do it to yourself, right? Get right with yourself and God and whoever is showing up in your life right now, okay? I do feel like there's a moment of shit, what have I done? kind of thing going on here. But we move into the Six of Pentacles. So moving forward for Sag. There's that heavy burden. Yeah, you've been carrying some ancestral patterns. I feel like moving forward for you is putting this down one wand at a time. Maybe you're carrying them to make a bonfire and burning it all up at the same time. But it's the letting go that's the nurturing. Medical supplies are here. So I need more. Moving forward, what is this? Yeah, the divine has a hand all over this, and I feel like you recognize where you've been carrying a lot on your own and thinking that you had to, because that's what you were shown by your ancestors, because that's what they did. They didn't have this aha moment that showed them where they were allowing their ego to overrun their lives. But you are somewhere amongst this with being handed your ass on a silver platter. You're recognizing something's been lit up here. you're recognizing how everything has a divine place and a divine order. Just want to tap into the sun energy for, yeah, it's been going on generation after generation after generation after generation, and I feel like now that things have been illuminated for you, now you can feel free to move into connections that are more whoop, whoop, whoop. Hang on here. Yeah, connections that are more aligned with oh, I'm hearing the tenderness of your heart. You know, so there, like I said, there could be, you may need to go back and make amends to somebody, make apologies to somebody, but I do feel like this is an opportunity to go back, and begin something anew with someone, an opportunity, a situation, or something that maybe you have overlooked in the past, or just chose not to choose, you know, in the past. So yeah, I like that. But getting rid of, look at this, Devil and the Star, healing, Four of Swords, Four of Wands, King of Pentacles to the Queen of Pentacles. There's that with the Three of Cups. You know, so for some of you, this could be a reignition, I'm hearing, of an old connection, in some way. Maybe it starts small, like, as you know, a friendship again, or something. Yeah, it's not going to resonate for everybody, but that it was there, so I've got to say it. We do have King and Queen of Cups. We saw the King and Queen of Pentacles. So this could be, shifting out of one relationship or connection, or one relationship, and moving into a connection with someone who's more aligned for who you're becoming, and who you are at the level, your soul level, right? So, wow, there's a lot. I mean, these readings, there's a lot going on in just about everybody's readings, man. This is a big month. Ooh, my goodness, flew right out. Faith, trusting in divine plan, all is well, and patience. Patience is the energy of temperance. Temperance is your card, Sagittarius. The emergence of hope we've got for you. That's beautiful. Yeah, just keep moving forward. I know it might feel a little right now, but I feel like you've got this. You really do. Once you can get out of your own way and take a good look at the ego that's sitting on that silver platter. I do want to remind you to keep yourself grounded during this time. When we get out of balance, we certainly need to stay grounded. You are moving in the right path, and eventually this new version of you will be ready for everyone to see and experience. All right, so I'm going to leave it there, Sag. Thank you for joining me. If this resonated for you, but you want to go a little bit deeper into your own personal experience, my email will be in the description box below. We can do a private reading if you so wish. I love you. We'll see you next time. Take care.